So, LightCodes, new and improved, 2016.
Yes, total upgrade. Like it's completely revamped.
I mean, as I listen to some of the old videos, we talk about how can we make this quicker? How can we make this, and really the Mooster's making it quicker by pushing us all into. I'm finding it's easy to do. And when I say that, I mean the timing's fine. We're able to give so much more in transmission. And I think the videos help too. Like if you kind of watch the videos, you have the language, you have an understanding, and you get where it sits for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we start with the private. Got to have the private. Love the private.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, you might not like us.
We might not be.
We might not.
We
might not like you. No, seriously, it's like LightCodes aren't for everybody. We've said that more than once. It's like if it's your gig and you can totally adapt the whole right brain fucking concept and reality, then rock and roll. If not, I suggest go through the MerKaba. Or we're giving that now as a an afternoon delight.
Yeah, completely separate. It's still really good, actually. It's still really effective.
Pertinent.
Yeah.
But, we're trying to make, or I'm trying to make it so it's accessible. Mm-hmm. It's relevant. And people can choose what and when they want to do. I mean, ideally, doing MerKaba first, fantastic. It's definitely going to make a difference for you. Because then you can combine knowledge, wisdom, and how to actually cross the two realities, in and out of the matrix, being in the matrix but not of it. Whereas the other one, or LightCodes, is about igniting and just fucking embracing you on the organic no timeline.
Yeah, absolutely. I reckon they work really well together.
Yeah,
I know MerKaba work is different from the Dragon, very different. But it would support the other work as well. Like, having your own field to really kind of support the rest of it, I think is really effective.
Well, one of them's navigating in the matrix. One of them is getting you out of the matrix. So if you...
Both are good.
If you plan to stay, or you have to be in a city, or you have to continuously engage in that kind of reality, then it's fucking indispensable. Word.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great way to start. It's just that some of them had that, or it doesn't need the time that we gave it before. You know what I mean? Not at all. So, and not only that, so much of the MerKaba technology out there is fucking pull your put, whoever's doing it this week. it's fucking bullshit. Initiations, code intensive. So here we go. LightCode initiation intensive, igniting your soul star, dragon energy, and organic no timeline connection. So, once you've had your private session, we've prepared and aligned you to be ready to receive the LightCode. Because let's face it, you're going to be building this etheric structure to hold the fire and light, and make sure it's not a peak experience. It's actually a fucking installed. Mm-hmm. We're still doing the chakra thing, bye-bye, rip off the chakras. We don't need those motherfuckers, especially not once you've got this soul star pumping.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing we found when we remove these chakras and the soul stars pumping, so many of the neuroses, so many of the old repetitive patterning, so much of that hook-in is gone. Effortless.
Yeah. It's like I found in my experience when they left that habits didn't have the same charge, or it's like...
You got choice.
Yeah, it was a very big difference. Such a
and
different
of course
life
we do it from all dimensions of dreaming, not just this fucking one, because, there's a reason. Anyway, so we're doing that, and we're connecting you with the essence of the Mooster and the original Ra Creator codes igniting within you. That's quite a hootenanny. We're going to activate the dragon. So if we talk about the dragon, it's a specific lineages can do this. They hold the codes. Not all lineages can, but we just happen to be a lineage that can. The little lineage that can. So we can do that. In igniting that, in a way, what it's doing is it's igniting your Kundalini and making sure it's not being siphoned off or co-opted or fucking sent to any agenda, and showing you how to move it in, through and around the body. So it actually fucking works. Turning up on through the glandular system, you know, the etheric anatomy of the organic timeline. That's really it. Word. Anyway. So, yeah, you know, basically what we've seen is once people hook this shit up and start to understand how to disconnect themselves from the programming, from the receiving station of the match, what they're doing is they're able to take the work and create a safer environment. If there's something upsetting or annoying or hooking into their friends, family, fellow fuckers, they seem to be able to go with it and clear it. And it's great. So it's sort of like a modality as well as learning, you know. But when you learn how to help yourself, you can then help others. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenon. Yeah, so now we can do it in Melbourne with you, or you can come and do it up here as a residential with my Fabulosity and the J-Man, and rock and roll. Afterwards, you can always come up and do Consciousness Warrior training over the weekend. You know, you can have extra things afterwards if you want to go further. But this is the lock and load, what we've been using to disconnect, disentangle, disavow the consciousness invasion.
Been very effective so far, I think.
So, yeah. And if you can't get here, then we can do something for you online in Consciousness Warrior training. Just click and inquire. Here enters the lesson. One thing that when I was editing I saw was I talked about how this is the third invasion, or the third time they tried, and the Anunnaki seemed to be the tipping factor in number 3.
Yeah.
And so just to further too, because I realised I kind of, you know, left a matzo ball hanging. Really what in order to finish that off, is like as we, the original dreamers, were dreaming in that multidimensional expression, read the Mythos of Moo if you need to fucking know, as we were doing that and we had that natural disaster, because we'd never had anything like that before, for fuck's sake, right? We were bombed the shit, you know, this is the 23-degree tilt. As that happened, it knocked us so fucking far off. That's how they literally disconnected us from the original dreaming, or the original dreamer, right? This tech gets you back to embodying the original dreamer.
I like that. Wow, how cool. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. I can see.
Yeah, I was like,
I'll have a go.